It's a great thing. It's been a long time. So let us set up this trilogy. The first meeting was in 2014. It took nearly 7 years for the rematch, and now 6 short months thereafter, Joe, we'll lock the door behind absolutely fight. He is a fantastic striker. He has good grappling. His wrestling defense is good. But you see Conor McGregor knock people out. That's why the buildings are always so full.
What up? What? Hold on. Sound kind of dull. Yo. All right, I think it sounded good. Well, I was bored this Saturday. I wasn't really even interested in this fight, so this isn't really a fight stream, but I will have a fight on in the background. I just figured I'd come on, kick it, and talk. Boring Saturday, so we just gonna kick it tonight, talk. We'll have a fight on, but matter of fact,
for free. DraftKings, you can bet on it. So what you see right there, the odds from all 3 meetings. UFC 178, McGregor prohibitively favored, -260.
There goes the link in the chat if anybody just want to come in and kick it a little bit. But what's going on, everybody? As always, you over here on 863 Seminole Damn TV. Remember last time we did this, McGregor got stopped. I can't believe they got Stephen A on this damn UFC commentary. Get the hell out of here. That's why he makes that money he makes, because ESPN uses this guy for everything. What's going on with y'all, though? What's going on with Tyler and Noel Squad and Island Boy, Priscilla, Antonio, KH? What's going on with you guys, man?
But for 2 different reasons. How will the pressure of this moment impact the performances of these 2 fighters? Well, here's the bottom line. When you look at Tyson Fury, this is clearly a big fight for him. It's an opportunity.
DF was popping.
We know that he's 11-2 in his last 13 fights. We know the only
You think McGregor gets revenge tonight? What y'all thinking?
Oh. Everybody. In Conor McGregor's case, though, this is what Tyson Fury doesn't have to worry about. If you're Conor McGregor and you lose,
I'm gonna say this: McGregor better win tonight. Yeah, if he loses, yeah, I don't agree with Stephen A on a lot of things, but I agree with him on that part. McGregor loses again tonight. He might need to go the Floyd Mayweather route and just do exhibitions, because he's still a big name and he still can make money off the exhibitions, or go the Ronda Rousey route and go to wrestling. Because if McGregor loses tonight, I don't know. McGregor is washed. You don't win this fight, that's it.
listen, Steve,
Might
you're
be.
absolutely right. Listen,
Might
Conor
be it.
McGregor, his legacy is already set in stone. He was a two-weight division champion, but as you said, you're only as good as your last fight. If he loses this, in some ways the dream is over. Now, for Dustin Poirier coming into this one, this is a tremendous time. He just knocked out Conor McGregor 6 months ago.
What's up, Phil? Man, we just kicking it tonight. Nothing big. Got a little fight on in the back.
Because that is a nice suit, by the way. And Dustin Poirier,
Just chilling.
what car has he got? Will he get out of the first round? Will he use car kicks? Will he take it down? Dominic Cruz, I cannot wait, my
Jordan, what is going on? He said, I really think McGregor is locked in and ready. I hope so. What do you think about the stuff with Terry? Tyler with the first big question of the night.
And then I follow it up. Can you do that consecutively over more than just 4 or 5 fights? Can you do it for an entire
It sucks.
career, or can you just do it for a quick stint?
Yeah, it has been a boring Saturday, Phil. But as far as Terry goes, I only know what the initial report was. Like, I haven't followed up. I don't know if any more details or any more information has came out. Just know he was linked to a murder in 2018. I don't even know what to say. You know, it's like, you know, you never want to see a guy be a part of that. That sucks for obviously the victim and the accused. If he's guilty or whatever, or part of that bonehead stuff on his part, I mean, you gotta wonder. In 2018, did the football team know about that? How was that? You know, that type of stuff. I don't know. Anytime you hear about something like that, it's shocking. So wish him the best, as you know, especially if he's innocent. You know, wish closer for everybody involved. Put it like that, Terry. Situations like that, I really don't like talking about, especially when you don't have all the facts. You know, it's easy to come on here and be like, "Oh, he's an idiot." Da, 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 da. You just don't know what happened. You weren't there. I've been in situations, believe me, where things could have went left real quick, and then maybe people would be looking. I wouldn't be sitting right here where I am right now. You know, so it's just no judgment pass here. Just may justice be served. And maybe hopefully it's a wake-up call for Terry. And got cut. No coincidence that he got cut, right? I mean, he got cut, and then the news popped the next day. So obviously the NFL was keen on it. Hopefully he gets another opportunity again. If he's innocent, let's hope he gets another opportunity. That sounds kind of loud. I am interested in watching this Greg Hardy fight. Former NFL defensive end. So I'm interested to see if I think he's 7-3, so he actually can fight a little bit. Heavyweights, always fun to watch heavyweights throw punches. So I am interested to see Greg Hardy. Phil says, yeah, shit happens, just accusation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And let's be honest, this happens a lot. He was the biggest name probably in the group of people that was involved in that altercation. So of course his name was gonna drop. You know, so again, we've all kind of, and I say we all, but I have been in situations again where things could have went left. And you know, but Gator Hater, what is going on with you? How have you been? Good to see you in here tonight. Hardy is the beast. Yeah, I'm interested in what areas right there. Glad to see he was able to find a career after the NFL. He had a lot of like domestic issues while he was in the NFL. Mine King was gone. I feel for his parents thinking he was on the path to riches. Yeah. Yep. I mean, you know, at one point we were talking about Tamarion Terry being, you know, potential. I don't know if he was ever really a day one pick, but second, third round draft pick. Not only does he go undrafted, but then he gets signed and now gets cut, and now we're talking about potential jail time, prison time. You know, that's how shows you how quick your life can go from, you know, bad decisions, wrong place, wrong time, whatever the situation with Terry. Again, if he wasn't involved or if he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, I hope he's able to bounce back. If there was more to it, then yeah, he'll get, I guess, what's coming to him. But 22 people in here, man. Good little turnout. Again, some Saturday night fire. I figured, again, this isn't necessarily a fight live stream. This is more just me kicking it with the people. We do have the fight on in the back, as well as my knucklehead cheering in the back. So you probably hear them too. Tyler says, I still can't believe that Marv went undrafted. I don't know if I talked about that. I've never seen a college player fall like Marvin Wilson. The sad part is with Marv, and anybody feel free to correct me in the chat, it was all his own doing. It was all his own doing. I'm gonna drop a little nugget here that I never addressed before, but I'm gonna drop a little nugget here because maybe other people have heard it, maybe not, but I'm gonna drop this nugget. When Marvin Wilson pulled the stunt with Mike Norvell, I might have supported it. I know other people may have supported it. However, from people that I've talked to and things that I've heard, that move was not 100% supported by the locker room like Marvin Wilson insinuated. Remember, Marvin Wilson said that they were not going to practice until I think Mike gave an apology or explained himself. From what I gathered, that move wasn't really that move may have had like a handful of the players involved, or a handful of the players may have supported that move. But that's not something that he addressed with the team. He kind of put it out there and just expected everybody to fall in line, and everybody wasn't feeling that move. And I'm gonna say more than it was more not supporting it than more than was. But people didn't, you know, it was already a big thing, and no one wanted to make it a bigger deal. So that was the first thing. Okay, Marv, you did what you did. And then he didn't even play up to standard on the football field. I think a lot of that would have went away if he would have played up to standard on the football field. But is what it is with Marvin. Good thing about Marv, he's signed to the Cleveland Browns, and I hope Marv works hard. I hope Marvin works hard, and he can get to that second contract, and maybe he can have a career in the NFL. Maybe he becomes a steal, you know. Guy's talented. I defended Marvin Wilson week after week on this show. You know, but it is what it is. Marvin Wilson started talking about fight the power. That was a wrap. Especially if you're not going to play up to par, DF. What up, Florida State Love? Cat 6, what's going on? And okay, Gator Hater saying what's up to No Squad. All right, so the first fight, we got a buddy with green hair looking like the Joker. Marvin Wilson talked like a lion but played like a kitten. But how are we feeling? I'm getting anxious. The season's getting close, man. I'm getting really anxious. I'm getting really anxious. I'm about to pull these fights. Yeah, the first fight about to start right now. But I'm getting really anxious. You know, I'm not the... Obviously, you come on here, you know, you're going to get biased commentary. Just so you guys know, or for anybody new. While I do keep it real, don't get me wrong, but obviously we're gonna get biased commentary here. But I'm getting very anxious, man, because I just have a feeling Milton makes such a difference. I really believe that. And he makes a difference in parts of the game that I don't even think people are even talking about. And that's what, like, again, I mentioned it last night on the triple shot. With the offensive line. First of all, that offensive line, man, you're talking 3 seniors and I guess technically a sophomore. But Lucas has been a third-year player. He would be a junior if it wasn't for last year. You're talking about a lot of starts on that offensive line. Even though Gibbons has played a lot of snaps, wasn't a full-time starter at Notre Dame, but he's played a lot of snaps. I just believe offensively, I am going to see a very well-oiled machine. I'm gonna talk about that one, Jay Blast. Give me a minute on that. But just talking about this Notre Dame game and how anxious I am for this season, I think this team's going to be a lot better than what people think. And of course, again, I'm Florida State, so I'm supposed to say these things. I like that tattoo he's got with the queen on his neck. One guy's got purple hair, another guy's got green hair. There's a old Fruit Loop fight here, but by Fruit Loop I mean colors. Okay, just want to be clear. Don't want anybody thinking I'm, whatever. Fruit Loop I mean colors, not anything derogatory towards a specific group of people. But anyway, but man, I just really believe that I just, for me, as much as I don't like a strong statement. As much as I don't have faith in the defense or Adam Fuller for that matter, I can't foresee it being any worse than it was last year. I gotta believe another year in coaching that scheme, teaching these kids. You made the transition. You brought in a bunch of transfers to fit what you're trying to do. I think you got a legit pass rusher. I just don't see why people think we're going to just completely struggle. But I get it. Because what you saw last year, there's not a lot of room for any positivity from what you saw last year. I get that. I just believe. I don't know. I just believe. People talking about Florida State like we damn Wake Forest, like the disrespect this offseason we're getting. I hope to God. I know these kids are seeing it because Kobe Gross is hitting up fans' DMs. I don't know if anybody heard that story, but Kobe Gross has seen some disrespect on his Twitter line, and he goes to the fans' DMs, and he's no, he didn't say anything too crazy, or he just said keep that same energy. Basically, I don't agree with that move. I don't like a player. I get you're gonna see it, but why do you need to get in the fans' DM? With that said, the guy that screenshotted the DM and put it on social media, I thought that was a weak move right there too. Kobe Gross wasn't right in his move, but neither was the grown man who screenshotted a conversation and put it on the internet. That's something females do, but that's just my personal opinion. But like I said, man, I know these guys are watching. I know they hear the disrespect. I know they see that people are sleeping on them. And I just hope they use that to fuel the fire and come out and really show that, you still wear that spear on your helmet for a reason. Fight just started. Again, we got pink hair versus green hair. I know nothing about neither fighter. Remember, I'm more of a boxing guy. But the OMalley dude in the green trunks looks like he is pretty comfortable in there. And Tyler says OMalley should make quick work of this. Now I want to talk about Jay Blast. Well, I don't know. You guys know who I rock with when we come to this conversation. Now I want to paint a. It's not just paint the situation out. Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder in the second fight. Wilder cries foul after the fight, saying things were off, didn't feel right. Made the accusations mainly with the gloves. There's a lot of things that were said that wasn't. There's a lot of things that were said that people said he said that he didn't say. What he mainly was part of the problem with was the gloves. He felt like the gloves, they removed the padding in the gloves and some other things. I don't know all the details verbatim. He just kicked him in the head. OMalley better not get too comfortable because he's keeping his chin high. And in boxing, that's a huge no-no. Get clipped on the chin and it's night-night. But he's dominating. But anyway. Fury then decides to try to duck the rematch, a contractually obligated, agreed-upon rematch. He tries to get out of it and fight Anthony Joshua for undisputed. They go to court. Wilder wins his court arbitration. He is ordered, Fury is, to defend or to give Wilder his contractually obligated rematch. He cannot break the legal binding document that is the contract. Then coincidentally, 2 weeks before the fight, again in a fight he tried to duck, man, OMalley is going to work on this dude. This dude's got a chin because he's taking punches and kicks to the face. Oh my God. But he coincidentally comes down with COVID 2 weeks. Now, you don't have to believe in the conspiracy theories or none of that. But does that not seem weird that the guy tried to duck the fight only to then get COVID 2 weeks before the fight? I mean, am I lying to say that the court ordered that fight to happen because Fury tried to get out of that fight? I don't know. I think it's BS on Fury's part. But again, this is a guy who has a history of this. Remember, he never defended that belt against Klitschko after he won the belt from Klitschko, or won 3 of the belts from Klitschko. Fury's never defended any championship. He's always vacated or been stripped because of drugs and all this other stuff. But man, this is a known steroid user, known drug user. I don't know if we should even be surprised about this. Oh, and by the way, it was said that he was fully vaccinated. So now let's make it make sense. I don't know. Jay Blast says, just would have liked an old tackle to feel halfway optimistic. We've been through this. It start up front. I have faith in the offensive line. Would you have liked a true left tackle? Probably. Not going to lie there. But I think DLT is more than capable of holding down the spot. And you may get a situation where DLT only holds down the spot until they get Rod. They might fast track Rod Orr and get Rod Orr ready. I would not be shocked or surprised about that. Till Dog says, in case you didn't recognize last night, I'm Wayne Tillman. Changed my handle. Okay, straight. What's up, Wayne? This dude is like the MMA Rocky Balboa, bro. He is getting his face punched in, but he just keeps coming forward. Shout out to, I can't pronounce that last name, but shout out the dude with the green hair. He's getting his ass whooped, but he is just like, look at this. He's getting, there he goes. Oh, he's going to get saved by the bell. He finally dropped him at the bell. Oh my God, he took a whooping that round. Lamar Young says 8.5. Our defense has the chance to be a shocker. I hope so. I think it all starts and stops with the defense. If the defense can again, it can't get any worse. I think 9 which could be the ceiling. If they go 9-3, 9-3. Who do I think the loss is? I think I'll count Clemson as a loss. I'll count Florida or Miami, not both. If we're winning 9 games, we're going to be either Florida or Miami. But I can count one of the rivalry games a loss. Clemson a loss. And I'll say Boston College. That Boston College game really worries me. Boston College in November, I expect that to be a tough environment.
UFC 264 Fourier versus McGregor 3 is presented.
Yeah, OMalley is snapping. Man, he was whooping that dude's ass. Polk, Wilder, and his team are sore losers. Horsehair gloves always move around like that. As far as the contract goes, Wilder was the one sending offers through emails with 24-hour date lines. Okay, so he may have took. I mean, first of all, I don't know any champion that is a good loser, right? So, sore loser or not, that's fair. That's fine. Horsehair gloves always move around like that. I mean, there's a video of one of Fury's former training partners showing that they removed the padding from the gloves, and also showing that they put weights in the glove. But whatever. Not saying he did that in the fight. It is what it is. As far as the contract goes, what do you mean Wilder was the one sending offers through emails with 24-hour date lines? Wilder and Fury had a agreed upon contract before. Like, I don't really know what you're talking about there. When they signed for the second fight, there was a rematch clause. There was no 24-hour deadlines. There was a flat-out rematch clause, period. And Fury tried to go around that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's a fact. Depth poke. What up, homie? Just what's going on, Tay? We should have got Milton 10 offensive tackles with that leg. We got 26 DBs. Ready for the KO and red bandana night at BC. You already know. I mean, this dude is taking punches and kicks to the face.
Look at how he's doing this too. He's just so unpredictable. His move like there, he just got.
Can the corner stop a fight in the UFC? I'm assuming they can, because this needs to happen. Like this. Oh my God, this dude can't hit him.
But he's following OMalley, right? That's why you see OMalley making a big circle. He's not cutting him off. He's just following.
But Matino is still staying on him. If one of these shots lands, it could significantly alter the course of this fight.
That's crazy.
UFC 264 is presented by the Amazon.
His mouth is bleeding. His nose is busted up. OMalley's keeping him in this.
Yes, especially that left leg.
I never watched OMalley before, so I don't know.
How about the chin of Matino? I mean, think about
That's what I'm talking about. That chin. I mean, the dude is taking shots, and he's just.
This guy's just absorbing.
He's taking every single shot that these guys took. We're talking about long-time veterans, guys that have been in the octagon for a long time, that have fought the best of the best. They were put to sleep, and this kid is.
Green hair is getting destroyed, Tyler. Wilder sent AJ offer through email. Nothing about the Fury negotiations. Keep it 100. Fury beat the crap out of Wilder, like when Greg Jones. Okay, but here's the thing: we're not talking about Wilder and AJ at all. We can have a whole separate conversation on those negotiations. How they tried to offer a guy, the only other heavyweight that held the belt flat fees, which has never been done in the history of that in the sport, instead of giving him a percentage split. We can talk about that. If we're simply talking about the Fury negotiations, you can't deny. Again, you're not addressing the fact that Fury obviously tried to avoid the rematch. Period. And then he coincidentally comes here with COVID after saying he was vaccinated. Him and the whole team, by the way, were vaccinated. And none of his sparring partners have came down with COVID as well. I mean, we're just speaking the facts. Man, this guy doesn't quit, though. Shout out to this dude. He's got heart, man. He's got heart. His nose is dripping.
So unusual for a guy to even spar like this.
Fury got the new strain, I guess. He got the new strain that the vaccine doesn't cover. Might be the case. And even if he does really have COVID, that's irresponsible on a guy that was about to make millions of dollars in the fight to go out there and get COVID. But Tyler says he's on. Man, the corner should stop the fight. I mean, you're risking this dude's brain damage, like for real, for real. It doesn't even look like they're considering to stop the fight, and they should be.
Look at me. When you need to split him with the left hand a little more. Bring your feet with you. Stay on him. He's just missing that second shot. Step.
He can't hit him.
OMalley landed a beautiful little check right hook. As he's evading, look at that jab, man, by OMalley. Just stick. High kick by Sean.
Not a fan of this corner. You got to understand when you're fighting, the fighter is not going to quit. You got to understand that your fighter has no chance in this fight. This dude has a face of stone. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was some bullshit too, DF, from Tiafimo, to be quite honest with you. But this dude has a face of stone, all the hits. Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Most experts did not forecast that we would get to this point of the fight.
Now he tried to kick his knee out. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. I'm going to get to your comment in a minute, Jay.
I don't think anybody does, John. When it's minus 1,000 to plus 600.
He's talking shit. He's talking trash to him now. It's kind of hard to talk trash when your face looks like damn hamburger meat. And you can't even land a punch. Like, you can't even land a punch. Look at this. OMalley just with the straight jabs. He tripled the jab up. Jay says the boxers be thinking they got forever, but they really old. They're definitely old compared to, especially if we're talking heavyweights. The heavyweight division, yes, because the heavyweights don't. A lot of heavyweights in this generation are failed at. I don't want to say failed, but they were unsuccessful at other sports. You get a lot of former football players that maybe blew a knee out. They're guys like that. The heavyweights of this generation, they don't box from the age of 6-7 years old, and that's why you get. I think Deontay's 36. Fury's in his mid-30s. AJ's fairly young. But a lot of times, man, the guys don't really reach their peaks until their mid-30s because they are still learning the sport up through their 20s. Man, this is ridiculous. God damn. The guy won't quit, Phil. This guy won't quit. And his head is just, he looks like one of them rock'em robots. His head is just doing this. Oh, look. Perfect counter punch by OMalley. OMalley might lack some real power in the shots. Definitely, he's very accurate with his shots, very quick with his shots, but He looked like he might lack some power because he's nailing him on the temple and he's eating it.
OMalley just is doing things now to keep his kid off of him, right? How do you keep this
O'Malley's really playing with him.
He is just a constant.
I think if he wanted to finish the fight, maybe he could. Look at this kid's face, bro. Gator Hater says, I think our offense will be a year older with our O-line getting older, stronger. Defense needs to stand up. I'm kind of there with you, Gator. Like, I just think maturation on the offensive line and on the offense as a whole is going to help. And I think guys like Brady Scott, Darius Wash. Oh my God. Yo, this kid is insane. And I'm not talking about O'Malley. O'Malley's obviously he's the better fighter. You have Rocky Balboa in the ring right now, bro. He's getting destroyed. And yet he's standing there coming forward. You don't see this stuff. This is crazy. I wasn't even going to watch this fight. And now I'm glad I'm watching this stuff. This kid won't stop coming forward. Oh, my God. Look at his face. Rocky, bro. He's getting whooped. But I respect the heart, man. This dude is one of them dudes where it's like you're whooping him and O'Malley's just like, bruh, just quit. I'm tired of beating you up. But nope, he just won't stop. I don't even think this dude's hit O'Malley once. I don't think this dude's hit O'Malley one time. Oh, my God. He's hitting him with upper. Now he wants to stop. He should have let the man finish for the last 27 seconds. He should have let the man finish for the last 27 seconds. That was a stupid stoppage. If you're going to stop that fight, you should have stopped that fight round 2. Let that man finish 27 seconds left. O'Malley has a lot of power, actually. He might do. He couldn't stop this kid, though. I agree with Joe. You got to let him finish. That's a stupid stoppage. That was stupid stoppage.
I mean, look at this jab. I mean, Chris Matino just ate so many shots in this fight.
The boy said he got the eye of the tiger. No, he got an eye of a closed eye is what he got. Jesus. He took a beating. But he never quit, bro. Ooh. That he probably could have finished him after that first knockdown. The bell saved him there. Didn't Taggart try to make Odell a defensive line coach, not just a D-tackle coach? I thought I read something about that, if that really happened. Yeah, because they switched to the 3-4 under Taggart. Yeah, he switched him to D-line coach. O'Malley said, ballin'. I hear y'all with the maturation, but lately, guy have been regressing, i.e. Wilson Terry. But hopefully the new staff has changed this in terms of development. That's the kind of the way you got to look at it, Jay, is like the guys were kind of like when you talk about Wilson and Terry, you're talking about
80% getting land. So, yeah.
I don't know. Marv is still the question mark. I don't know what it was with him and why he regressed the way he did. As far as Terry goes, Terry kind of always was known to lack some work ethic. Who drinks a Monster after a fight? Yeah, he destroyed him, Tyler. That was a domination. But I respect the other guy. I respect the other dude, man.
Against a late-minute replacement, you put on a show. You landed at the highest percentage I think I've ever.
Oh, here's a late-minute replacement as well? Makes sense why it was such a dominating performance.
Still there after all those shots.
Chris is a tough motherfucker.
Yes, he is.
This fight on 11 days notice. When a lot of people in the UFC wouldn't even take it. Chris is a bad motherfucker.
There's no doubt about that. You hit him and hurt him real bad at the end.
What's going on, Todd? How you doing?
Wobbly at the beginning of the second, but somehow that guy endured.
Shout out to the Phoenix Suns. I was going for a little dribble, trying to finish him. Let's go, Phoenix Suns.
Sean, were you surprised at the stoppage?
I wasn't. That's a lot of head damage. I mean, he might not think that was good stoppage, but it might have saved him a couple years on his life because I was about to put him out for good.
Well, listen, man, always impressive. Another level tonight.
There's only 27 seconds. They should have let him finish. That's just my opinion. If you're going to stop it, you should have stopped it the round before.
Sugar Sean O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen.
Sean O'Malley maximizing.
What weight class was this? UFC heads. What weight class is Sean O'Malley? Are we lightweights right here? That lightweight?
The stars are out tonight. Miles Teller joining us on side here for UFC 264.
Derek Lewis.
UFC heavyweight contender Derek Lewis is with us. The Nelk boys are here. No surprise to see them pulling it back.
Mr. H, what's going on?
Also in the building, the future Hall of Famer.
Bro, we just talking. Yeah, but I do got the fight on in the background. But look at Robert Kraft, old ass.
Super Bowl champion New England Patriots making his way into the T-Mobile Arena. Raiders owner Mark Davis was here early tonight as we take over the T-Mobile Arena here for UFC.
We do got the fight on, but this isn't really a fight stream, bro. We just talking about whatever. So whatever questions, comments, topics, that's what we on tonight. I'm doing great. It's raining here, and the corn and soybeans are growing. And absolutely, smash the like button if you're in the building.
First to deposit using promo code UFC. We'll give you the next pay-per-view fight free.
DraftKings, make it rain. You ready for this? Let's do it.
I heard this movie sucks. If anybody saw Black Widow, I heard it sucks. I heard it sucks. What freshman you excited to see this upcoming season on the defensive side of the ball? Patrick Payton. Patrick Payton, they interviewed him last week, and he said some interesting things. And if I think if those things are true and they come to fruition, I think Patrick Payton is going to play a big part on this defense. He said that he is currently up to about 212 or 215, and he's trying to get to about 230. First of all, if Patrick Payton can be at 220, I mean, this is a guy who may have been 195 pounds in his senior year, when he was in high school. If we can get Patrick Payton up to 220 pounds, he keeps that first step, big time depth on that defensive end, which is what we need. Big time depth. We can get that. If I can get 220-pound Patrick Payton, let alone 230. 230, he might be able to start. But Patrick Payton, he said some things in the interview that impressed me, that has me intrigued. Patrick Payton. And then, of course, we know what Kevin Knowles can do. So I'm kind of interested to see if either Omarion Cooper or Hunter Washington can break in that secondary rotation. But if I had to pick one freshman on defense, it's Patrick Payton. And the other one would be Farmer. He's looking really, really good. I think Farmer's up to like 290. He came in at like 260. I think he's already up to about 280, 290. But Patrick Payton would be the first guy I would pick. Yeah, told him committed to LSU. All the celebs out there chilling. All the NFL owners I saw was out there. Word on the street is Tyler Estes, a true freshman, is killing the weight room and in the drills. They're thinking he could possibly play against Notre Dame. Who is Tyler Estes? Only Estes is Brian Estes. Are we talking? Did you have the first name wrong, or is Tyler Estes a different guy? I'm about to Google him right now. Is he a walk-on or something? I don't know. This name is
Tonight's fighter arrivals are presented by the Amazon original movie The Tomorrow War, starring
this name is new to me.
exclusively on Prime Video. All right, now time to check in with Laura Sanko. Laura, the Diamond is in the building.
Absolutely, John. The Diamond has entered the building. A sold-out team.
Bryson Estes. I mean, that's the Estes I know. If we're talking about Bryson Estes, it'd be interesting to see if he could get in that O-line rotation somehow. They grow corn, Todd, down here. Phil would know this, and anybody from South Florida, like in Belgrade, they grow corn. So there's nothing better than some fresh corn. Absolutely, you're absolutely right about that. But I've definitely had my share of fresh picked sweet corn. They grow it down in Belgrade like it's grass. Montre said that's my pick. Payton. POLK says, what do you think about the PBC holding Caleb Plant's 10 million fight hostage for a Canelo multi-fight deal? Heyman trying to feed Charlo Benavidez at the expense of Plant. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to see Plant and Canelo. I wouldn't be mad at. I heard Canelo might face Better Biev. I heard about that one. And there's talks of Charlo and Benavidez fighting each other. That Benavidez might go down to 160. Yeah, 6'5", 220 would be very nice. We got a female fight coming up here. Give the kid a chance if he's putting in the work. I like Farmer. This seems to be the trending question for FSU. Yesterday, I saw a video with Mark Rogers, asking how many of the recruits that we got will stay. Okay, let's talk about what Mr. H talking about real quick. For me, I honestly believe that the majority of the guys that are committed now are pretty locked in. The guys I would worry about, or the guys that I think, let's say FSU has a bad season, right? Let's say we looking like we looked last year, or we're just disappointing. The guys I would question, the guys I would really think that are first is Travion, the D lineman out of Mississippi. One, why? Because that's a Mississippi kid. We know how it is when you recruit those Mississippi kids. First of all, it's hard to get them out the state. And we saw it last year with Luke Altmaier. If you don't have the season that you think you're going to have, those kids might as well, or think that their mindset is, well, I might as well stay in Mississippi State or Ole Miss instead of going elsewhere to, at a state. So that would be a guy that I would say is a potential guy that could decommit. Not saying he's going to, not saying there's any hints of that. I'm just using the logic of saying Mississippi kid, be on the lookout. Second, and I stay on firm on this, even though he canceled an official visit to South Carolina, but I still think that Sam McCall recruitment is not over. I still believe that Sam McCall recruitment's not over. And but honestly, after that, I don't think, if I'm just being 100, like, I don't believe no one else worries me. I think guys like Quayshawn, Bob, Rodney, like all those guys are locked in my opinion. If I had to throw a wild card out there, maybe AJ Duffy, but AJ Duffy seems like he's locked in too. So, but those two guys, McCall and Williams, would probably be the guys that I would say you'd have to be on the lookout. Farmer did look great in the spring game. The name is new to me. He's Bryson. Is he Bryson's brother, or are you just playing Mayan King? Because yeah, that name is new to me as well. But if we're talking about Bryson Estes, then yeah, more depth on the O-line, the better. I think I'm leaning towards McGregor, and I'm not really a McGregor fan, but I don't think McGregor can afford to lose this fight. How valuable do you think all that playing time for freshmen last year would be? It's got to be valuable, right? It's gotta be valuable. What did we talk about last year with the youth movement? I was very adamant on the youth movement and saying, well, when you play with the youth movement, this is what comes with it. Bad football. We should see a lot of improvement. A year of football, a year of practice. They got a full spring in, full weight room. That's why I don't believe this team is the team that people think they're going to see this year. I really don't. I don't think this team would have been as bad last year if they would have had everything they needed. But there were a lot of things deeper going on in the program, I think, that we're kind of more aware of now. As you can see why that last year played out the way it played. I don't think you have any of that this year. I think everybody's bought in. You don't have, again, you don't have, when I have Freddie Stevenson on here, he talked about it, how kids were admitting that they knew what they were doing. They just decided not to do what they were supposed to do on the field. Like, that was something that kids, anonymous kids admitted. That they knew the play. They were being taught the right way by Fuller and the coaches. They just got out there and played the way they wanted to play. I don't think we have any of the boneheads, any of the selfishness, any of the, we don't have any of that this year, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, especially in the Muck City area. Yep, that's Belgrade, Muck City. They grow fields of corn out there. It is Bryson Estes. My bad. I don't know where Todd came from. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so Bryson Estes. That's good to hear, though, Wayne /Till Dog. That's good to hear, though. Again, more depth on the O-line. Think about that O-line depth now, man. Rod Orr, Darius Washington, Bryson Estes, Schrader, Brady Scott. We have some depth. We have guys who have played some years, man. I think we're in for a surprise on this offensive line. Sandra, how are you doing this evening? I hope Hill is coming. I hope Hill can find a way to get in here as well. Mr. H says, I agree wholeheartedly. That's exactly what I was saying. I also feel like, why does that even matter? We lost recruits the year we won the national championship, and it didn't stop, so we shouldn't now. Lion King was joking. Webb should have stayed. Hey, Webb's loss is our gain, in my opinion, because I think Trayshawn Ward looks like he's ready. More opportunity for Toll-Feely. And DJ Williams is a kid that you don't need to sleep on, who might be better than Damian Webb. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not losing any sleep over Webb. Wish him all the best, but lose no sleep over Webb. The freshman class will out the pressure on the upperclassmen. I hope so. I'm afraid of Fuller. Your friend T2Y is assessed. T2Y got to mention FSU every video we do. Phil says he's a fan of letting freshmen play early. I'm a fan of letting the best play regardless of it's freshman or not. The drama last year is gone. I agree, Todd. I'm glad that you're doing good tonight. Everybody buying in as a unit from the look of it now, and the running backs and that's the thing about it, Todd. Todd makes a good point. The running backs are so deep. We didn't even mention Corey Wren. Could Corey Wren make a sighting this year? Sheffield's still on that roster. They go a legit 5-6 deep at running back that can give you quality snaps, quality production. So I'm good with the running backs. Did I like Webb? Yes. Am I losing sleep over Webb? Not at all. We're good at running back. You'll never hear about LaDamian Webb again. Thank you. You'll never hear about him again. The dude went from transferring to 2 different programs. Now he's not a part of a program. He's doing workouts in a sand pit, posting videos on his social media. You may never hear of LaDamian Webb again for whatever reason. More power to him. I wish him the best, but I guess he made the move that was best for him, I guess. And DJ Wood, I'm ready to see DJ Wood. We haven't had a back like that probably since Wilder, so I'm interested to see DJ. Texas is about 100% open carry on September 1st. No special permit needed to carry your favorite Glock or Desert Eagle. Texas is where I bought my first gun. Obviously, being in the military, I got, a little bit more leeway with the firearms. But that's one thing I do love about Texas. Well, it's apparent that Terry had a lot more on his brain than football, but the team cancers are gone, so I think it's going to be a much different locker room off and on the field. I agree. T2Y is obsessed. T2Y is funny, man. Skinner has not committed. And I think that's going to be a long commitment. I don't expect Skinner to commit anytime soon, regardless of what he says. I don't even think he has a date out, but I don't expect Skinner to announce anytime soon. The wideouts and passing game is a big question mark. I have more faith in the wideouts with a better quarterback. And, again, passing game doesn't worry me much with Milton back there. And I'm happy with the depth at that receiving position. Ontario and Keyshawn, them boys, they go out there and start dropping passes. You're going to see McLean and Burrell and Brian Robinson. You're going to see some of these guys a lot more earlier. So if it would behoove them to catch passes. Maiden Dade, what's going on with you? I think Coleman is FSU to lose. If FSU has a good season, I think we get Coleman. Obviously, with what Bama has been doing at the wide receiver position, that's the second team involved in Coleman's recruiting. So obviously, Bama's going to be in there. They just had a Heisman winner at receiver. That's a big recruiting tool right there. But he obviously loves playing with AJ Duffy, and he loves that. He loves FSU. But he couldn't make a business decision, which you couldn't be mad at him, especially if we go into the season, the passing game doesn't quite show what he's looking for. Skinner committed at the All-American Bowl. Okay, it makes sense. Man, that OMalley fight was crazy. We were talking about that. I was more impressed with the dude he beat up than him. Don't get me wrong, OMalley was putting on a show. But, man, that dude was getting punched in the face and just kept coming. It was crazy. Might be right, Tyler. That's why I say Webb should have stayed, just like the D lineman that went to Kentucky. Peters? Again, that's another one. Again, you got guys that they have kind of unfortunate personal situations, and they just make decisions. And, yep, Xavier Peters is trying to get on a D1 school right now. Nate Upshur, yeah, I don't know what ever happened with him. I follow him on Twitter still, but he's not playing football to my knowledge. LeBourne found a home. Did LeBourne go to Virginia Tech? Kayla LeBourne, she just got dropped. Good defense, though. She might have saved herself. She might have saved herself, though. She's got good defense. Yeah, I got to let her back up. She's pressing too hard. Let her back up and drop her again and finish the fight. You're pressing too hard. You're going to do nothing but exhaust yourself. Where was I at? Yeah, I think LeBourne found a home in Virginia Tech or something like that. And Jay Black says, who be advising these boys? Now I got the fight on in the background. I appreciate it, Maiden Dade. We're going to see some young guys emerge this year on the offense, I feel. Oh, she might be about to finish it because she's got her back. Ooh, nice elbow. She's about to finish it, yeah. We are going to see, read that one. The run defense and pass rush needs improvement. When that pass rush improves, I think the entire defense will improve. I just hope Knowles fans don't get overconfident about our team this year. If we lose, then start talking bad about the kids. I agree, Sandra. I agree. Dropped her right on her ass. I think Skinner and Coleman will be Knowles. I'm not sure about Armelia and Jones Jr. I have more faith in Jones Jr. than I have in Armelia. And I have more faith in Jones Jr. than I have in Skinner. Y'all not about to get me to y'all not about to get me to say Jones Jr. ain't gonna be a Seminole. Just not gonna happen. We're gonna speak that into existence. Out of there. She got out of there. Boxing is nothing like it used to be.
Look at that. She just starts letting left hands go. And you can see that Yana Kunitskaya is essentially saying it's over. Right? Like turning into that posture where she's almost giving up.
Remember Pops got shot at the corner store and got mad that Tag didn't reach out? I do remember the incident, but I didn't know he was mad at Taggart for not reaching out, though. I actually didn't know that. Gainer needs to beat a mic. They're saying they're going to use him as a pass rusher. KO. If McGregor loses, it wouldn't surprise me to see him fight. That's what I'm saying, Tyler. If McGregor loses, then he's going to go to the Floyd Mayweather camp of making money and exhibition bouts, fighting these guys, the Jake Pauls and the celebrities, guys like that. Hell, you might see McGregor fight Mike Tyson. Like you might see. Yes, sir. Yeah. You might see stuff like that. Or don't be surprised if the guy goes to wrestling, like Ronda Rousey did.
Here, over there.
Chico, no, it's a toothbrush. That's not a toy. Go ask Dre to open it.
That toothbrush.
Yeah, go ask Dre to open it. I don't know why. Again, I spoke on this before, Jay. I don't know why McCray isn't. Why he wasn't used last year in the rotation even more. Jaleel McCray should be getting more snaps than DJ Lundy. Point blank, period. Jaleel McCray should be getting way more snaps than DJ Lundy. Do we still have? Yeah, Purdy is still on the team. I believe he's in Tallahassee now. There was a video of him throwing a pass on the boat. Tyler, don't know if it was his brother or somebody in the water. He threw it right on the money. But Purdy's still out there, man. Purdy's still here. I got Fourier in this fight. I'd rather see McGregor win, but I think he's done. I agree with you, Tyler, but I got McGregor because I kind of want to see him win because I kind of think MMA needs McGregor, Look at Chuck Liddell. I met Chuck Liddell in person at Fort Hood. UFC guys used to always come to Fort Hood. Oh, look at Dave. You got Dave Chappelle out there, my man. That's the GOAT, by the way, if you don't know. That's the GOAT. Justin Bieber. I had no idea that was Justin Bieber. Reggie Northup is a good MMA. Yeah. Have you seen his videos, guys? Reggie Northup be knocking dudes out. We may see Reggie Northup in the UFC one day. Like Reggie Northup has had a good start to his career. Shout out to Reggie Northup. I've seen his videos on Twitter and he be checking dudes, slamming dudes. Like he's a beast. He's a beast. Conor just sold majority stake of his proper 12 for $600 million. Conor just about making money. Forgot about Ren. He should have a kick return on lock. We hope so. I hope so. There goes Hardy. Conor is just fighting the fight. Money Mayweather. Chick gets she got knocked out, Gator Hater. You seen Jake Paul chain of Conor McGregor? No, I didn't see that. State of survival. What's this, a game or something? Yeah, that's a game. Gant falls down in every play like a sniper was in the stand. And Sandra says, I saw the video of him throwing a pass to his brother on the boat. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. And he's still on the team.
Props to watch are brought to you by DraftKings. Play free in the main event pool for $25,000 cash. Use code UFC when you sign up. Plus make your first deposit for a shot at
Jake,
next pay per view for free.
a real love fool for that chain of Connor.
Right now, minus 139 plus 110. Over under 2.5 rounds. Little juice on the under, plus 110 on the over. If
You want to brush your teeth?
pick a side by decision, the price is juicy. And of course, the finish, both guys at short plus money. Well, it is amazing to be here in the fight capital this week. Las Vegas.
What else we got, man? What else we got? Oh, shout out to Sandra Gordon for the $5 super chat. No comment, but I appreciate the love. I really do. Thank you, Sandra.
The transition from the gridiron to the octagon now complete. Greg Hardy gaining confidence with each passing repetition.
And just for that, and I know Sandra's not going to use it, but just for that, Sandra gets a wrench. Purdy, what up, a dang bay? Do you think Keyshawn Helton will be all-purpose yards leader on this year? So I'm not a fan in the way they were using Keyshawn in that spring game, if I'm being honest. I'm okay with him. I like using him out wide. I don't like trying to use him on sweep plays and put him in the backfield. So for that reason alone, I'll say no. I think Jayshon Corbin might be the all-purpose yards leader. Here. I just don't like the way they use. I don't like using Helton on those sweep plays. They need to give Purdy time and a chance. He's gonna get time. You said you sent it to me on Twitter. Let me check out this chain that Phil talking about. That's actually cold. He got him laid out with his hand on his head, blood coming out of his nose. That chain's kind of cold though. I'm sipping on a little bit, but I'm not doing too much drinking tonight, Todd. How does everyone feel about the? I like the NLI. We talked about it a little bit last night. Got no problems with it. I'm gonna say this: all these kids signing deals don't mean anything. It just started, so they're kind of everybody's rushing, and this is the boom of it. But it's gonna calm down here, and ultimately, you can try to get paid off a name and likeness all you want, but if you don't have a name, who the hell cares? For instance, and I'm not saying anything bad about this guy, but Cam McDonald, I saw he released T-shirts with his own logo, like a CM. I might even be able to find it. Let me see if I can find it. Hey, stop. Let me see if I can find it. But no knock on Cam McDonald, who I actually think is going to have a big year. But you can have all the logos and all you want, but if you ain't a household name, it ain't going to sell. So who the hell cares? And I think that is the thing with this NLI is, everybody is talking about it. But ultimately, you have to make a name for yourself to capitalize off the name and likeness. Because nobody outside of Tallahassee is going to buy a Cam McDonald T-shirt. And frankly, maybe a handful of people in Tallahassee will buy a Cam McDonald T-shirt just to support. And I can't find the actual logo. I'm looking for it, and I saw it on Twitter, but I know he's got it. What if I put in Cam McDonald t-shirts?
He's taking some time. Address the areas that he needs to get better. And look, man, Greg Hardy wants to learn, and he's learning on the job at the absolute highest level. So you expect hiccups, bumps in the road. Let's see tonight.
Nope, can't find it there either.
That's all you can expect.
Yeah, I can't find it, but you guys have probably seen it. Anyway, like I said, you got to have a name to make a name. That's basically the point I'm making. Polk, have you spoken to Trey? Who's Trey? I'm going to race in Nashville. Okay, Gator, have a good time, man. Purdue will have plenty of time. I think he meant Purdy. Will have plenty of time because he's not playing this season as long as Milton and Travis are healthy. Absolutely. I'm going to see Chappelle and Joe Rogan. I got Greg Hardy. Yeah, I got to go with Greg Hardy, too. I got Greg Hardy on this one. Cam actually makes good content on YouTube. I didn't know Cam had a good YouTube channel. What's his YouTube channel? I'll go subscribe to it. I didn't know he had one. And I will be star driven. Of course it will. It's on his IG, his logo. Probably on his Twitter too. Probably should just go to Twitter. Matter of fact, yeah, should have just did that. Go to Twitter. Search Cam. There he is. There's his logo. Here, I'm gonna bring it up so you guys can see it. It's a cool logo. Don't get me wrong, it's dope. But again, the point being, and I just use Cam as an example, but there's a ton of kids around the school around the country doing the same things. They're making logos and all of that, and all of that's cool. But if nobody knows who you are, it's not gonna matter. There's his logo. I like it. Don't get me wrong. But it ain't gonna matter until you make a name for yourself. He makes a name for himself. He can sell all the t-shirts he wants. His channel is just his name. I'm gonna look him up.
Gets a Rolex away every Friday. Doing after 28. Greg Hardy 32. Hardy is the taller man by 3 inches. The reach down
Let's see what we got.
Vintage Greg Hardy.
Yeah, there he is right there. 855 subscribers. So we're gonna go ahead and subscribe to Cam right now.
In the UFC heavyweight division, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker holding a professional record, 7 wins, 3 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 65 inches tall, weighing in at 264 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting at the Coconut King.
Have a good night, Sandra. Thanks for stopping by. See what Hardy do. Is he Australian? Yeah. Jay Blass says, remember the media gassing Rousey, saying she would beat Mayweather, but then wanted us to feel sorry for her when she had to drink apple? Absolutely. And that's why ever since that fight, she went into wrestling. We ain't heard from Ronda Rousey since. She don't even wrestle anymore, to my knowledge. I think she had a baby or something. But yep, I remember all of that. Happy for the boys. Hopefully some of them will. I hope all of them capitalize off of it. But, you know, like I said, you have to make your name to make money off your name. If anything, this should incentivize these kids to go out here and ball. Greg Hardy say, stand in the middle of the ring.
Greg Hardy points to the 70
at his legs. He's a type of banging those kicks on him. Right?
This boy attacking these legs. Greg Hardy better block. Ooh, hit him with a straight.
If you're too boxing, you gotta set those kicks a little bit.
Tonight's social post starring we see it presented by the Amazon original movie The Tomorrow War starring Chris Patrick, now exclusively on Prime Video.
I mean, John, you really haven't said much. I can actually be quiet when you read.
It's okay.
When he says something, I gotta be quiet. My bad.
Oh, turn tally. No, I have not. No, haven't spoken to turn tally in a while. Uh-oh, Greg Hardy got him hurt. Oh, Greg Hardy got slipped. Greg Hardy got slipped. He hurt him, and then he got careless, and Greg Hardy got slipped. Oh, my God. Hardy looked like he had him, and then, wow, it was over. He finna drink beer out of a shoe? Okay. Wow.
The ultimate showman, Tyson Fury. What a knockout. Let's show it to you. It's brought to you by Now.
That was dope. Hardy had him too.
Hurt by Greg Hardy here, right? He gets hurt by Hardy, and then Hardy goes for the finish.
And got caught. Bam! Right there. Hit him right on the temple. Had him wobbled up. Boom. And then bow. He got hit.
It's over. Look at that. Hardy's hands go up like, oh my God. Look at
I think he broke Hardy's nose, and that's why he reacted like that. Because it wasn't really that solid of a punch. But his palm jabbed Hardy's nose up into. I think that's what happened. I don't think Hardy was slept. I think Hardy just might have broke his nose. It was like, boy got the belly just jiggling.
On a huge pay-per-view with the eyes of the sports world watching him. Represents Western Sydney, New South Wales so proudly. And man, does he have back now 3 consecutive wins.
Speaking of making money off your name, Tank lost money by not selling merch at his fight in the A. His team slacking.
That is a big result for
That was a good fight, though. That was a good fight.
All right, the official decision is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Guaranteed Rate can save you money on your monthly mortgage payment. Visit rate.com to get started. And to make this one official.
Yeah, look at the way Hardy's looking.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Smith has called a stop to the contest.
That eye is closed. I think something happened with his nose or something. Have a good night, Sandra. Yeah, Tank fight was good. I was a little bit worried for Tank before that fight, just because Barrios was so much bigger than Tank. But Tank showed it.
Spectacular first round knockout. It was a wild one for as long as it lasted.
fucking Las Vegas! Hey, Shay! Oh, fuck, I miss you, bro. I miss the crowd, bro. Ah, man, that's good. You know, he want to bang with me. I'm not the right guy to bang with. Pick another bloke.
You and him got after it right away from the beginning of the round, and at one point, towards the end of the fight, he tagged you. And
Thank God. That boy eye is closed. Yes, it is.
On the big screen. I mean, it was picture perfect. One left hook, perfectly placed. You dropped him and put him away. They're gonna pull it up as soon as the guys in the car get their shit together.
I can't see shit. Las Vegas!
There it is, Ty. There it is. Amanda Shuey, which is almost as important as your knockout fight.
I don't know what the shoe thing is, but okay.
And one of the more exciting guys in the heavyweight division. Give us your thoughts on who you'd like to face next.
I want to fight someone in the top 10 or top 15, something like that. I don't really give a fuck. I'm here to put a show for the fans. I want to do this one thing. I want everyone in here to want to have a crack, get a shoe and a drink ready, because I want to do one all together, yeah?
Top 3,000, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, Hardy got the fuck. NLI is projected to be a 19 billion. Crazy.
Machine Gun Kelly and Nick Dax are here. Huge UFC fans. They've had a lot of our recent live events. Adriana Lima is with us tonight as well. Action Bryson, repping the New York Knicks loud and proud here at UFC 264. And the cats from Always Sunny in Philadelphia getting a nice pop from the locals.
Not one mask in sight. When I was in Florida, I didn't see one mask in sight. You still got to wear them here in Hawaii. I'm sure every kid will have an age. That's the real question, Tyler. This is the question I had. He's just drinking beer out of random people's shoes? He's got to stop doing that. He's got to stop drinking out of random people. Bro, stop doing this. I guess it's a good marketing tool for him. Like, hey, Nike, Adidas, get this man his own shoe. Like, I got it, but he's got to stop drinking out of random people's shoes. That's nasty. It's nasty. Okay. That's nasty, dog. That's nasty. I don't know. I don't get it. What was I finna say? Huh? Where's your glasses?
Let's cheers.
Go get it.
I want to pick it up.
Go get it.
For the next fight, you will see tonight the co-main event between welterweight contenders Gilbert Durinho Burns and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
All right. Don't start. If you start touching stuff, you're getting down. What was I about to say? Oh, what Tyler said. Tyler said about the kids getting agents. That was one of the questions I had to myself that I was thinking about not too long ago, a few days ago. You can't. I mean, these kids are gonna imagine, and I'm strictly speaking of like top, like imagine Tim Tebow being in the college when if this would have been the thing, and the amount of money Tim Tebow could have generated, or Johnny Manziel, right? I'm talking about guys whose names were actually bigger than the sport. There's no way those kids don't need agents. But now that is one of the main criteria of the NCAA is what makes kids amateurs is not having an agent, which is why kids, when you go to the draft, you get an agent. There's no coming back from that. I don't know how they're going to maneuver the mega stars, right? Like Spencer Ratliff or Sam Howell. Just speaking of big time names in college football, if they can reach that level, those kids are going to need agents for real. Not saying they will reach that level, but you get what I'm trying to say? Like a Cam Newton. This man drinking out of, I don't get that, bro. UFC needs a Riddick Bowe type of fighter where it seems like every time he fights, something stupid jumps up. That's McGregor. McGregor's that guy. I'm sure all the big players this year will make a lot. Who will be the first kid to make $1 million? It's all going to depend on the name. Like Manziel or Tebow would have been a millionaire before they hit the NFL. There's no doubt in my mind. Johnny Manziel was hanging out with Drake in college. Names like that will be, hell, Jameis Winston. As much as people hate, you either hate it, if you're FSU, you loved them. And if you were anything other, you hated Jameis. People were going to tune in to see Jameis just lose. I remember Jameis spent like 3 or 4 hours at a baseball game signing autographs. You don't think Jameis could have rocked $1 million. He probably could have clocked $1 million. But guys like that, big time names that transcend the sports, that transcend the sport, will be those names, and they'll most likely be quarterbacks. Nigeria beats U.S. Olympic team in Vegas. That's a damn shame. I saw a highlight of KG got his ass blocked by the Nigerian dude. Wouldn't shock me to see players make $1 million next year. Honestly, what's good in the NCAA anymore? What is stopping all the major conferences to come to? I've been talking about that. What's to stop the Power Five from splitting off? NCAA might not exist in the next 10 years. Just off T-shirts and autographs. What's up, Smith? The girls will make a check good for them. What, Adrian? Go fish?
Yeah.
Go get some.
Mommy, give me goldfish.
Go ask mommy for some goldfish then. What up, Anthony? OG in the building. What's up? Waiting on fall camp, but till then, good fights on Saturday. Yep. Master P's son signed a $2 million deal, and twins from Fresno State have a big. But that's Master P's son. And I heard a rumor that Master P is like a owner or partial owner of whatever that deal his son. I mean, look, Master P's son doesn't need $2 million deal. I'm not talking about Master P's son. I'm talking about somebody from out of nowhere who you don't know about yet. Twins from Fresno State. They'll be interesting to follow. Do what? Florida State? Yep, sure do. I've been on that. With so many revenue streams, big-time players will need they definitely will need agents to manage that. They'll need agents just to make sure that whatever deal they're signing doesn't screw them in the long run. Because these college kids are just going to be excited to make money. Man, this dude is sleeping dudes. Jesus. Yo, yeah. Guys like Prime, yeah. Prime Time would have definitely been a millionaire in college. And that's what I'm saying. Names like that.
Fascinating matchup of styles there. And that, of course, will give way. Fourier and McGregor in a
What's up, buddy?
define their respective mixed martial arts legacies.
Sleepy?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Yeah. I think the only teams in the huh? Go tell Andrea to come here. I think the only teams the NCAA can really control now are the low division schools. When the NCAA dies, I'll throw a party. I'll be right there with you.
All a part of his ultimate march toward history. Yet it was something else too. It was the moment the heart of Louisiana set out on a mission to find his way back.
I know I'm one of the best in the world.
What other questions we got? What topics we got? We didn't talk a little bit about everything, man. Ain't even got to the McGregor fight yet.
Everything in his path. So that the next time they met, it would be his own momentum evening the score. Taking back what was lost. And turning fate into a pendulum swing.
I remember watching that fight. I was doing a live stream that fight when Conor got knocked out.
Gets its final chapter.
Bruh, that shit pissed me off. Trojan, no. Trojan, man, what's going on with you? We still get Pacquiao Spence. We still get Charlo goes for undisputed next Saturday at 154. However, they did deny Pacquiao the Super WBA belt, which Ugas still has that. So it won't be for the third belt, unfortunately. Mikey Garcia? Man. Has Mikey even fought since Earl? Do you think Travis Hunter's the type of kid that can close to $1 million? Well, you have to see what he does on a college level. But he's got the flash. He's got the all of that in one package. I bet you'll see some college athlete with an OnlyFans within the next 3 years. Wouldn't surprise me. Maiden Day. Yep, good fights this month. Norville Central. He's the GOAT, the myth, the legend. I'm just a squirrel out here trying to get a nut. Do you think college players getting drafted do you think college players get drafted college players will still get drafted because the colleges will still play ball regardless. Still waiting to see Spence and Crawford one day. Bro, I'm done with Bud Crawford. There's rumors that he's gonna fight Josh Taylor. I'm done with Bud. I'll let you guys figure that out. I'm done with Bud. How does NLI? I've heard about some high school kids trying to start that. I think the high school kids are getting ahead of themselves, big time. They need to chill. They still getting drafted. It will still be a college football just without the worthless NCAA. I'm done with Bud as well. He re-signed with Aaron. Yeah, and they're talking about a fight with Josh Taylor. I don't want to look. If Bud goes back down to 140, or they're gonna make Josh Taylor go to 147. It's Bud infuriates me because I used to be a huge Terrence Crawford fan. I used to be a huge Terrence Crawford fan. But I'll go as far to say there's no way Bud should even be in anybody's pound for pound list at this point. Who has this man fought since he's been a welterweight? You guys know I can go on a big rant on Bud. And he had a chance to leave Top Rank and go to the PBC and clean out if he's the fighter everybody says he is, go to the PBC, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Manny, Ugas, Earl, clean out the welterweight division and cement his legacy. And he signs back with Top Rank where there's no welterweights. There's no one over there for him to fight. But then he's going to cry about not getting a shot at Earl Spence or not getting this or not getting that. Man, I'm done with Bud, man. I'm done. NCAA needs to retroactively reimburse SMU. I had a conversation about this with some other guys. Should they give Reggie Bush his Heisman back? The problem is SMU got the death penalty. What can you really do for him? But yeah, there's definitely. I mean, look what they did to Terrell Pryor. Gurley was suspended. Like, there's a lot of things that the NCAA with the new thing now is like, but you can't really go back and reverse any of those. It just stuck, just the way it is. POLK, Maiden Day. How's Miami and FSU doing on recruiting? It's just July, so I don't get into recruiting any good guys. We doing all right. I'll just leave it at that. Florida State doing all right. I'll let Maiden Day answer that question for y'all. I'm ready for you to get on Odell Hagen's Chris Marv recruiting fan club with me. Norville Central. Now I can't do that. But if Marv can get your boy to flip, Willis to flip, yeah, I'll be right there with him. From Georgia Tech. As far as Odell, he's got some more work to do. I'm not completely down on him yet, though. I'm not completely down on him this year. I just want to see the linebacker play improve for me to get on the Chris Marv bandwagon. Not making the fights fans wants to see. That's always been the problem with boxing. FSU is doing really good. Arcane's just landed grades. We're only holding for a commit so far, but hopefully we get some more on the way before fall. I think it should be fine for high school kids to do NIL stuff. I just don't know if the new laws allow it. OG says I'm with you on that. What? Bro, you sleepy. I think Parchment goes crazy this year. Remember how Norvell used Anthony Miller and D. Coxey at Memphis? He knows how to scheme them up. If we beat Notre Dame, I'll be telling elite lies. Absolutely. If we beat Notre Dame, y'all gonna hear me talking about an undefeated season. What? Go watch it.
Four-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion credential.
I already know come December, we'll see how we finish. Got word last night, fall camp starts August 7th, and that's right around the corner. We're less than a month away from fall camp. I'm so excited about that. And I can't wait to see these depth charts. I'm going to go in depth this year on them depth charts, guys. But again, I spoke about it earlier in the stream. I'm very anxious, but I got a really good feeling about this year. I really do. I'm extremely optimistic. Extremely optimistic about this year. How do y'all think the Notre Dame game is going to go? I don't know. I'm just optimistic about it. I couldn't tell you how it's going to go. Marv couldn't even get the linebacker from Dr. Phillips committed to LSU the other day. Yeah. Stephen Thompson is 38. He don't look 38. And Gilbert Burns, 34. Who's the favorite in this fight? Looks like Burns is the favorite. Or who's the favorite in this fight? Burns is ranked higher. Win the Notre Dame game, and there should be no win the Notre Dame game, you go into UNC undefeated. If you beat UNC, you go into Clemson undefeated. When FSU pops this year, this channel will explode. That's the plan, baby. Norfolk Central always got the gyms, man. If you guys don't go watch him on Instagram Live, he be having the gyms, man. Go ahead and drop some Jameson in the kids' sippy cup. That's what I need to do. Hope y'all get in Notre Dame's ass. I hope so too. Appreciate it. Trying to spread my passionate in a positive manner. I'm positive too. But I do got to call a spade when I see it. It's just the way I am. Phil says to Jay Blash, relax. With whatever we get or we got, we're still going to beat FSU. Okay. Who do y'all think will be our second leading wide receiver behind Parchment? I don't know. I kind of think Cam McDonald could be that guy. I really kind of believe that. But if you tell me to pick a wide receiver, I think a guy everybody's forgetting about, and I just thought about him like the other day, is Ja'Kai Douglas. Like a Ja'Kai Douglas could take a Keyshawn Helton spot. We have options at this receiving spot. Brian Robinson, like Tyler says, Ja'Kai Douglas. we got options, man. But I kind of want to say Cam McDonald might be the second leader on the team in reception yards. Because I honestly believe Milton is going to utilize Cam McDonald. I really do. Pookie, we'll see. I really don't want to sleep on Ontario Wilson, but he really disappointed me in a year where Terry was obviously mentally elsewhere. Last year should have been the year for Pookie to really be the leader of that receiver group, and he didn't take advantage of it. And it's obviously that he wasn't the leader of that group. So for me, Pookie's got a lot to prove. Brian Robinson, I wish they would flex Cam out more. I hear that they're going to be using him more in that manner, Anthony. Polk, I'm going to holler at you. Charlo, okay. All right, OG. I appreciate you for stopping through, big dog. Montre says Pookie. I'm loving the wild card that the Ward is coming to the season. We would love to see him break out against Notre Dame with like 2 TDs. And he says Young is always hurt. Young, who is Young? Who is Young? I'm trying to think.
Good takedown defense so far by Wonder Boy, but that was a great shot by Gilbert. Yep. And this is what he needs to do.
Watch out for Kentron. Portier's in the mix too. They're utilizing him on goal line. Biggest thing with him is maintaining consistency. Jordan Young. There you go, Todd. I forgot about Jordan Young. So didn't even know who Young was. Forgot all about that dude. Yeah, good luck. Maybe hopefully he can emerge, but that's another guy that I'm like, you know what? I'll believe it when I see it. Hopefully he proves me wrong. And then Norvell mentioned Portier. That's a big target in the goal line situation, so I definitely see that. Y'all putting Brownlee over Wiggins. Who's Wiggins? But Brownlee will be Brownlee. It may be. I still think our starting corners are going to be. I still think our starting corners are going to be Jerry and Jones and Moore. But I think Brownlee will be in the mix. And I don't even know who Wiggins is. Oh, you mean y'all wide receiver Wiggins? That might be who you're talking about. Okay, that's who you're talking about. Gotcha. Do you think we see any more from Wyatt Rector? I like using Rector in that goal line situations as a wildcat power back. They should do more with him in that manner. I'm counting on you for the up-to-date news from fall camp. Hey, I don't have the news, Gator. I just react to it. But I got you. Believe me, I got you. What's up, Sniper? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. How you been? Sniper gang. Whoops, I skipped this comment. I can see Parchment going for 700 to 850, receiving with some guys floating around 300 yards, including guys like McDonald. I think McDonald could get up to 500 yards, man. I really do. But we'll see. The fact that we're talking about Jerry and Jones makes me concerned. Like, I know what I'm with you. I don't disagree. Y'all know I was not high on Jerry and Jones either. What I will say is he seems to be he seems to have really been working on his craft. He was drilling his head off the cage. Jesus. But want juice? Go back to mommy. If I give you some of my juice, you're going to bed. But what was I finna say? Go downstairs and ask. Go downstairs. Go ask downstairs. Tell Andre to come here. Where was I at? Okay. Jarian Jones. We're talking about Jarian. I agree. I know what I saw last year too. Wasn't a big fan of Jarian, but again, I think he's dedicated to the craft. Seems to be putting a lot of work in the off season. 100% bought in. Apparently, it's always these excuses. Always the guys weren't 100% healthy. Apparently, he's 100% healthy. I'm gonna have faith that he can turn it around. I'm gonna have faith that he can turn it around. I think obviously Jamie in the slot, that nickel. I think Moore is going to take one of the spots, and I think Jarian's probably going to get the other one. What's wrong with you? What are you getting on my nerves? What's wrong? Use Cam as wide out more and play Jordan Wilson as a blocking. Yeah, you got to remember we're going to be adding Jordan Wilson to the mix at that tight end position, and that's a huge human being where he's going to help out those tackles and blocking situations. Again, man, FSU's getting a lot of they got some things. I will fill him on the news for fall camp, and he can relay it. There you go. See, Norvell's got all the news. Yeah, Burns is doing work right now. Ain't no way Jones better than 3. I really hope he has improved, but I just know he'll be good for at least one pass interference. I mean, what's our other option there? Miko Dotson, Akeem Dent. There's one of the freshmen. I doubt they take a spot. So I guess the question is, like, if you don't want Jarian Jones, who do you want? Yeah, Burns is looking good. I think actually both of these guys look pretty good in my personal opinion. Thompson has bounced back in this round. He's a very smart fighter. I think you can tell he's a smart fighter. He's made a few adjustments in this round. Yes, sir. Mommy not home yet? Okay. I'm not a fan of that 4-2-5. I think she left. Kevin Knowles is going to be a baller at corner. I like Kevin Knowles too. Go pour him some juice for me. Ooh, nice shot by Burns. Thompson's a good fighter, man. These are two really good fighters. This is the best fight of the night so far, as far as skill level. Do you think Dustin Hills comes in and be a factor at the slot? I think if Dustin Hill was coming in the fall, I think he'd be a factor immediately. The same way I say Malik McClain brings something to the wide receiver room that no one else has, and that 6'5", long, huge frame body. Hill brings 4'3", which I don't think anyone else in that wide receiver room is running. Brownlee and Tate. We still got to see if Domori Tate's going to be healthy. Ronaldo Green's more of a safety, so I don't know if they're going to put him at corner. Maiden Day says he is. I think he was talking about when I was talking about Thompson bouncing back in this round. I know we're really deep. It's just like who's the names? Like these names are young. That was a good takedown attempt and a good defense. That's what I'm saying, man. You're watching a high level fight right here. If this was a boxing match, you'd be watching, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Like that's kind of like what you'd be watching. High level fight. Two guys who are really good. Lucas needs to grow up and stop making dumb penalties. Bayvion's the one who needs to stop with the false starts every game. But yeah, Lucas needs to grow up too. That the transfer from UCF at corner might work. It just seems like all of our corners are not fast. Great fight. Not even gonna go too crazy trying to figure out DBs because we have a lot of solid rotations regardless. We'll see how camp shakes out for the starters. Absolutely agree with Smith right there. I feel like Burns does his best work when he has him on the cage like this. Burns is really strong, you could tell. Look at that. They're just beating each other in the face. What do you guys think? That round was hard to grade. Obviously, I'm watching it, but I'm also reading comments. So that round was hard, though. That was a dead even round right there. I saw a tweet from Lucas about him making a move. I saw that too, DF. I saw that too. At the end of the day, if you're done to Lucas, stop talking about it and be about it. At one point, he was almost out of the school anyway. At one point, he was all but transferring out. Talk to Atkins and Norvell. Whatever issues was, they solved it. At the end of the day, with some of these guys, and with the NLI, guys are not going to get off of social media. If anything, social media is going to be more prevalent than ever because that's how they're going to market themselves. But at a certain point, man, stop tweeting cryptic ass bull. Okay, no one cares about your cryptic tweets. You either in or you out. You either you're either in or you're out. That's just the way I look at it. You're either in or you're out. That's just me, though. But yeah, that was definitely a 50-50 round, bro.
Who has not surrendered 2 takedowns like he has tonight since fighting Matt Brown in 2012.
Is that from like sidekick again?
A lot of people got it tied going into the third. So whoever wins this round wins the fight potentially. I'm gonna tell you this: my favorite player on the defense better be on the field. Well, Travis J is going to be the starter at one of the safety spots. Ooh, nice shot from Thompson. Ooh, he hurt. I think he hurt him with that punch. I think he hurt him. Burns is a little bit more timid. And Thompson looked like he's getting some confidence. Don't scare him. Yeah, I think that shot. Yes, sir. Bro, I don't want to pick you up. Why are we doing this? You want to watch the fight? I hope Fuller does not run a 3-3. Uh-oh. Yeah, Burns came back. Ooh. Bro, this is the best fight of the night easily. He stopped that takedown every time. He stopped the takedown every time. Thompson is not a slouch, guys. Thompson is not a slouch. He's legit. We better not run. I better not see any 3-3 nothing, Todd. Phil thinks Burns is up. Thank you, Anthony. If he was gonna make a move, he should have been made the move. We'll be talking about it now. Ooh, nice takedown. I agree, Todd.
Because up until now, he's been able to hold him in place at the end of the round, but not really threaten him with any submissions, which is really his bread and butter.
Well, as you see there, he's not necessarily your foremost offensive wrestler. 3 takedowns ties his personal best.
The ref might have to get these guys to break it up. Yeah, they're not doing really anything in the clinch on the ground. Thompson's defense is too good, and Burns doesn't want to make a mistake and get caught in like an arm bar or something crazy. I think the ref should stand him back up. Todd, this is my son. This is my son, Todd. I know he got the long hair, but this is a boy. Say, I am a boy, Damon.
My daddy.
This is a lackluster way to end a fight like this. It's been a great fight up to this point, but just watching them hug on the ground with no one really getting any. Nobody's getting any real shots off. Ref, stand them up for the last minute, man. Nothing's really going on here. And those punches aren't doing anything. But those punches might win Burns this fight, though. Burns might win this round because of this, though. Oh, you're good, Todd. He gets mistaken for a girl all the time. Burns might have run this fight because of that, though, to his credit. But, yeah, if I'm the ref, I would have stood him back up. Stop it. All right, 10 seconds left. Ooh, Burns finished with a hard flurry at the end there. So Burns probably won the fight off of that last round. But that was a good fight. They should probably run that back. They should run that back. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Bim!
No. Boom, boom. What is that? Boom. Boom, 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 boom.
That's like when they were standing up, boy, them boys were doing work. Then they got lackluster with the takedown, but I think that takedown may have gotten Burns the nod. Ooh, like that. Yeah, that last hit him in the neck. Now, isn't hits to the back of the head illegal in MMA? Am I right? Smith. Lucas, hold on. There you go. Lucas might get phased out. Transfers coming in on the interior of the line, along with young guys who are weight room junkies. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. If they would have landed Came Madden, yeah, Lucas would have been phased out. He would have been one of the first backups. But no, you're absolutely right there. And from what we're hearing, Bryson Estes is pushing for playing time. You're saying he's a beast in that weight room. He's pushing for playing time. Bryson Estes. Don't sleep on Brady Scott, who can play guard. So yeah, Luke. That's what I'm saying, man. Luke. No disrespect to Lucas, because I like him. But bruh, stop talking and play football. Get off social media. Stop with the cryptic tweets. One day you're deleting all your Florida State stuff. The next day you're all in 100% tweeting tweeting the Spears and like, bro, stop talking, get in the weight room, bro, and get, let's go. Like, what are we talking about? I figured Burns won that fight, but that was a damn good fight. And Thompson's got nothing to be ashamed of. Like I said, they should run that fight back. But yeah, they are illegal. That's what I thought.
There we go. There we go.
Lucas came out of high school playing bully ball and intimidating kids, but intimidation doesn't work when a man across from you is just as big and just as nasty. That's 100 right there, Smith. Don't sleep on Tyler Estes. Nobody wants to hear you.
No. I don't want to hear you.
That's why he keeps getting penalties, pure frustration. He's very undisciplined on the football field. Very undisciplined on the football field. That is a fact. Okay, that's enough. Bye-bye. I'm trying to talk and you, why are you doing that? And how has Lucas not learned his lesson? Maybe Lucas can transfer to NC State too. We're going to make Lucas cry again. Is that Dak Prescott? Did I just see Dak Prescott in the back right there behind Buddy? Somebody tell me. I think I just saw Dak Prescott. Very disappointed in Lucas's play. So I guess a lot of people are down on Dante. No, bro. That was OBJ. I could have sworn that was Dak. A lot of people down on Lucas. Look, I'm not so much down on. I am down on the undisciplined stuff that he does. I mean, there was a play against North Carolina where he was beating the dude on the ground. And he's lucky he didn't get a penalty. No, that wasn't him. I think that might have been cool. There was a play that I remember him like bullying a dude or beating a dude or something, and he was lucky he didn't get a call. But for me, Lucas could be as good as he wants to be because he has all the measurables and everything. If he would just get off social media, bro, and focus on his game.
It's a pressurized cabin. Why would I load it in the cabin? It's the Katniss movie of the summer. That should be fun with jaw-dropping action. It's the wildly entertaining.
BC and NC State are must wins for me. Got to take it to the guys. Yeah, especially that NC State game. I still think BC is going to be tough, but especially that NC State game. I'm with you on that.
Las Vegas, Nevada, the epicenter of the sports world this weekend, and soon all eyes will be.
I would love for Estes to, I would love for Estes to come in and really compete for one of those starting guard spots. Because let's be honest, one guard is going to be Bavion, who I don't think anybody's really high on either. The other one's Lucas. What's the next fight? Is this? Are we at the main event or are we at something else? We're at the main event right now. Here's a throwback situation. You think Jimbo plays Winston against the Turds in 2012 if the red shirt rule had already changed to 4 games? I've been on a record saying if they had started Winston as a true freshman, FSU might have won the national championship in 2012. That 2012 team, people don't talk about that. That 2012 team is arguably more talented than the 2013 team. That 2012 team had Xavier Rhodes. And I'm probably forgetting some guys, but that 2012 team was just as, if not more talented than that 2013 team.
I'm gonna fight for the world title again. I'm very proud of my.
Pretty much had all the same players, with the exception of like Jalen Ramsey on that 2012 team.
There's a lot of dedication and a lot of sacrifice that goes into this game. But make no mistake, competing inside the octagon.
But hell, if they played Jameis against NC State, you don't blow that lead.
I got you stop.
And you probably beat the Gators
I got for you stop.
with Jameis Winston.
Hey, you me. I think you son alright.
It's just like a perfect storm of height, of confidence, and of
Yeah, Lucas has been playing since he was a freshman. Which, you know, he's only a sophomore. Technically.
Big test in the UFC.
Yep, I remember that 2012 team. Khabib stole Connor's soul. I agree, man. I'm riding with Connor tonight. I'm not even a Connor guy. I just feel like if Connor loses this fight, his MMA career is over. He's gonna go be a wrestler or something. So I'm gonna take Connor tonight.
We're about to hit the climax. Oh, he heard him. Looking to finish the fight. It is all over. Just
Yes.
I got a party.
You got a potty? Go.
But as you grow through life as a professional fighter, the reason you fight changes. Things
I've
change.
always randomly think about how Wild, maybe down Miami Florida have not been taken full advantage. I'll be right back, guys.
This is who I am. I'm a fighter at heart. I'll never quit. Fourier continues to land.
Every time I lose, I come back stronger. That's something I'm proud of.
Dustin Poirier rises again. This is what I do. I live for this every day.
Dustin Poirier is a much improved fighter since the first time they fought.
Oh, big left and now a right. Oh, that hurt bad. Dustin Poirier has
Took me a little while to realize what he was saying.
What was he saying?
I got into the bathtub.
Uh,
I was like, I gotta get the bathtub.
So,
all right,
like we are here.
I'm back.
I will group for sure and come back. I've done it before and I'll do it again.
This my show. We always been spinning our tires at the line. Too many resets. They can't take full advantage. Mullen should have. I can't say Miami. Like, let's just be honest. Like, okay, Miami had what a solid season last year, but the year before that they lost. They had a 6-win team, lost to FIU and Louisiana Tech. So Miami really hasn't been in a position to take advantage of our downfall or demise. Florida, on the other hand, their first year under Mullen, they were a 10-win team. That should have been the catalyst right there. Florida just had the best quarterback they've had since Tebow and Trask. The best offensive weapon since Percy Harvin and Pitts. And they really didn't capitalize on it. Florida is more so the team that you should be disappointed in. They've been in a position to take advantage. Mullen can't recruit. Mullen can recruit good enough to keep Florida relevant. He can't recruit good enough to get Florida to that next level. As far as Miami goes, they need to put together more than one season than to just say they should have been taking advantage while Florida State is down. Last year was literally the first season. Like, if we're being honest, you can't win 8 games one year and then win 6 games the next, right? You got to show the consistency. hasn't been the same since the LSU whooping. Now UF, I have no clue. They should have did something. That's what I'm saying. UF should have been the team to capitalize. Miami's still trying to figure it out. McGregor coming out the biggie, of course, because he's a notorious. Oh, he focused. He focused. I mean, you got to give Conor this. He can sell a damn fight, bro. And listen to the crowd. He's like the main draw. He's the Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, he ain't as good as Pretty Boy Floyd or Money Floyd because Money Floyd went undefeated. But he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA. Drives sales. He's the money guy. He's funny. Yeah, he's the money dude. Like he can promote a fight. That crowd is all there to see him. Win, lose, or draw. They all came to see Conor. Looks like he was doing the suction cups on his back before the fight. That's why I said we hit the reset button before we can get something started. Right.
Tonight's prep point is brought to you by Modelo Brew for those with a fighting spirit.
You know, you said it perfectly, John. The biggest star in mixed martial arts history, and it's not even close.
Yeah, he is. He's the biggest. Like John Jones might be the best MMA fighter in the world, but McGregor's the biggest star they've ever had. Bigger than GSP, bigger than Liddell, bigger than Couture, bigger than Lesnar. McGregor's been the most popular guy they've had. That's why that's honestly why I'm kind of rooting for him tonight. I think the sport really needs him. Yeah, and if he loses, he should probably call it a. If he loses, he should probably call it a wrap. But his interest was electric. Came out the Biggie. Came out with the walk, with the look. He was mugging the camera. I'm with it. I like it. I think most of y'all are going for a Poirier though. Conor needs to win tonight. It would put him in title contention.
He wasn't training MMA like he's training it for this fight. Also, just knowing that he lost that fight, making good judgments. Let's see what happens when they go at it again.
Conor's biggest weakness has been and probably will always be his stamina, though. He gets gassed. So if Poirier doesn't get caught in the first round, I think Poirier probably can dominate. Like I think if Conor's gonna win, he's gonna catch this guy quick and he's gonna end this fight within the first 2 minutes. I would argue if it goes past that, Poirier can wear him down and stop him. Kind of similar to what he did the first fight. Everyone talking about FSU, but here we're not forgetting about Jeff Stoutland, Out Golden, and Larry Scott. And man, I miss Khabib. People booing just because they love them some McGregor.
Here is another future UFC Hall of Famer, the #1 lightweight contender for interim champion Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
So this should be just a normal 3-round fight, correct? Because no belts on the line.
Consistently working on his craft for the better part of 2 decades, and for me, it's about his execution. Of all the skills he had, his ability to adapt and execute on fight night, lean on those instincts, for my money, second to none.
Well, he can do it all, right? This guy is a fantastic submission specialist. He is a phenomenal boxer. He is as tough and durable as they come. The guy is a fighter from the swamps of Louisiana. And during all the time, Dustin Poirier has been a consistent. He's been consistently in this octagon, in the toughest fights, fighting the best guys, winning and losing, rebuilding himself. This is not unfamiliar. And this is a big spot.
I really wasn't even interested in watching this stuff tonight. But tonight, this has been one of the more boring Saturdays I've been a part of.
He proved it to himself that he can accomplish things that he could never imagine.
In my mind, we have 2 fights here. We have the first round fight, and then we have the rest of the fight. Conor is
Joe just said what I said. You have the first round where I think if Conor's going to win it, he's got to catch him early and win it in the first round. If it goes past that, Conor has shown that his stamina is trash. It's trash. If we're in the second and third round, Conor's probably getting beat the hell up, taken to the ground, all of that. So I agree with Joe. I said it before he said it. If Connor's going to win this fight, he's going to catch him early, and that's it.
Maturity is such that he's really not building this fight up in his head. He's staying in the moment. And he said much was made.
Connor doing a lot of extra stuff. Again, he can sell a fight. My question is, how much does Connor really believe? He's doing a lot of extra stuff he didn't do that first fight. That first fight, he was all humble, and maybe he needs that edge. But you saw what he just did, doing a lot of extra stuff. Connor will be to rest tonight. I had to get my fire stick out. Good news about Connor, man. Look, he's only 32 years old, man. Only 32.
Both that 5'9" tall McGregor will have a 2-inch reach advantage in the unfamiliar role of betting underdog. Here now, Bruce Buffer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Maven.
of the evening. Sanctioned by
Yes, ma'am.
He just said he pushed him a little bit.
All righty.
And I think he ripped up a bunch of pieces of toilet paper.
That's what he does. Be right back, fellas.
Lots of stuff in the toilet.
This championship bout is brought to you by the new movie Snake Eyes, coming to theaters July 23rd. And be free, the official protein snack of the UFC. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. In the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist, only professional record, 22 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighed in at 157 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion and the former UFC lightweight champion and the
Mommy home? Yeah.
contender in the world, the
All right, let's do it.
Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor.
He probably doesn't care about legacy at this point. But maybe he does. I mean, like, look, like Floyd. Again, I just keep comparing Conor to Floyd. Floyd, we know Floyd loves his money more than anything. But if you don't think Floyd Mayweather cares about that legacy, you're absolutely incorrect. There's a reason why Floyd picked his last fight to be Berto, his last real fight. Because all he wanted to do was to do what? Get to that. Well, actually, I think McGregor was. Did McGregor count as his? I think McGregor counted as a legit fight. But he just wanted to get to that 49-0, 50-0. I think McGregor cares about his legacy. I absolutely think he cares about it. I know he's made a lot of money. I got it. But if you don't think he cares about that legacy, but most greats cares about their legacy. Good point from Tyler. It's not like he's fighting for money. He's fighting to prove he's still Conor McGregor at this point. Here we go. Again, if McGregor's going to win it, I think he wins it early. McGregor comes out with some spinning kicks.
2 turning side kicks to the body in a row, and then a low kick.
There's nothing like Las Vegas for a UFC main event, man. Nothing.
McGregor definitely came out with a different level of energy than he had that first fight. I think he kind of knows too. If I got to do this, I got to do this kind of early.
You see McGregor approaching it more in a mixed martial arts way, right? A lot of
Yeah, Floyd did count McGregor as a real boxing fight, didn't he? Right.
a little bit.
At this time in the movement, Fourier shot for a takedown.
Oh, those are hurting. Those are hurting. Oh, they're changing them now. Oh.
Warriors switch conventional there.
Yep.
In that combination landed that right hand.
Connor's really making him think about that right leg.
Yeah, Conor is attacking with the kicks.
Play into the game, Joe. Conor went conventional there a little bit. Look at that. That kills that outside leg kick by Fourier.
And Connor was very leg kicking
Mm.
early.
Conor hit him,
He did this against
but he ate that punch. Conor got to be careful. Ooh, Conor got it. Conor, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. That knee to the body looked like it,
Fourier struck.
I'm interested to see how guillotine.
uh-oh. And Conor choked him out on the,
See how McGregor defends this time. Right when he caught up, he's got guillotine.
oh, he's got it. Oh, Conor might choke him out. I don't think Conor's got it deep. I don't think Conor's got him deep. Unless Maiden Dade, you're ahead of me. But you might be. Oh, he got out of it. He got out of it. He got out of it. Conor almost had him, though. And see, this is where he's going to wear Conor down. I'm telling you. Oh, he almost got him back in it again. Oh, nice elbow. Conor let him get out of it, man. He keeps going for it, though. Ooh, 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 ooh.
We saw Bisping cut GSP like that in the box.
Ooh. Poirier coming back with his own elbows. Ooh. Nasty elbows, Conor. Ooh. Yes, it does. This is exactly what Dustin wanted right here. Wearing Conor out. Somebody's leaking. I think Conor's bleeding from the ear. Conor's bleeding pretty bad from the ear. I think Poirier's about to finish him. I think Poirier's about to finish him. I think he's about to finish him. I think he's about to finish him. Oh, shit. I think Poirier's about to finish him, guys. Conor's fighting. I think he's about to finish Conor, though. Oh, my God. I'm actually glad I tuned into this. I wasn't even going to watch it. He's got him back in the guillotine. No, he got out of it again. Jesus. Ooh. Oh. That's it. It's over. Conor's done. He hurt something. He might get saved by the bell. He got saved by the bell. He got saved by the bell. I think Conor broke his leg or something. Oh, yes, ankle's broke. Oh, McConnor broke the ankle. It's over. Oh, y'all see that? Fight over. He broke his ankle. Connor's done, guys. Honestly, I think Poirier was going to win it anyway. It sucks to see it end that way. That's the fight game. But I think Poirier was going to win it anyway. But yeah, it's over. It's over. Was it a kick that broke his ankle or what happened? Ooh, he broke that ankle. Connor, don't touch it. Did he break it when he dropped him or did he break it before? I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, that. Ooh. Ooh. I hate watching stuff like that.
That's actually the chin.
Ugh.
I'm guessing, right? But from where it's
That was nasty.
It doesn't look like the ankle itself. It looks above the ankle.
Well, as climactic and intense a first round, towards the end of it, Conor McGregor steps back, fractures his leg, or so we think. McGregor wanting to make sure that it is a doctor stoppage, and that is what it is.
So that doesn't count as a loss for McGregor, I'm guessing.
Speechless, right? I mean, the only thing we guaranteed you off the top of the pay-per-view tonight or off the top of the broadcast tonight was that something crazy was going to happen, as it always does.
I think he would have lost anyway, though. Trash way for this to end, bro. That first round was intense. Absolutely garbage way for this fight to end. Absolutely garbage way for this fight to end. But I think Poirier was going to end the fight anyway. He was this close to ending it anyway.
And they're going to split that leg and eventually get Conor McGregor out of here. But the entirety of the sports world was hoping to see a round two. We won't see it.
Right here, you see the start of the fight. McGregor landed a lot of outside leg kicks. And is that the one that broke?
Yeah. He might have contributed to his own demise with those leg kicks. That's where McGregor almost had him. He almost had him in that guillotine.
He's a black belt. He took his time, waited until he was
But
able to advance.
once Poirier was in the position, he got out of that. He dominated the rest of that. Bam. Bam. Bam.
But from the top, Dustin Poirier did his thing. Pass legs, everything.
Yeah, they'll probably sign up for another fight. I agree.
And Conor hurt himself when they came together.
20th UFC win for
No, I think they're going to give it to Poirier, though. They're going to give him the win.
His biggest.
against Conor McGregor. The official decision brought to you by Guaranteed Rate.
I mean, Poirier won that round anyway. And quite frankly, I don't think anything would have changed in this fight. I told you guys, Conor needed this fast start. He tried to go for the fast start. Conor would have gassed out in that second and third round. Shout out to Conor McGregor, though. I was actually picking him to win it. They're not going to like that because he broke his leg. They're not going to like all that mocking him. He said, shut your bitch ass up. He told him to shut his bitch ass up. No, they gave him the win, Maiden Day. They gave him the win. TKO win. It is doctor stoppage, but gave him the TKO win. And now they talking trash to each other. Oh, yeah. The fight was going his way.
seconds of the fight, in a crazy freak accident, he misses a punch and breaks his own ankle.
He fractured in one of the checks at the beginning of the fight. Then it broke on a punch, yeah, for sure. When I pointed at him at the beginning of the fight, that's when I checked the good kick. I bet that's when it cracked.
You felt it.
I felt something, but I mean, he's kicking me hard, you know.
It makes more sense.
That makes sense that he fractured his leg on the kicks and broke it after the fact.
This is a very strange fight. In that the first fight, there was all this animosity. The second fight, Conor was very friendly to you. But then leading up to this third fight, in the last few weeks, he's made things very personal.
Yeah, I can take, you know, like, even the trash, like, there's no holds bar with the trash stuff, right? But murder is something you don't come around, you know, there's no coming back from that. And this guy was saying, he's gonna murder me and all kinds of stuff. He's telling me he's gonna kill me tomorrow. I'm gonna leave here often. You don't talk like that to people, man. I hope this guy gets home safe to his beautiful family, you know?
The way the fight was going, clearly you felt like it was going in your way.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I think everybody saw that.
Just like the last fight, I didn't see it and it kind of clipped me. A little bit buzzed while my legs were still there. Takedown was easy. He was putting his fingers in my glove and pulling me down to throw the up kicks. I was trying to let her know that this guy's a dirtbag, man.
Call him a dirtbag.
Was very effective.
And everybody, boy, you can kiss my whole asshole.
That's what you got to do. You got to play the villain. You got to play the villain. Conor's the baby face. You got to play the heel.
I mean, dude, you know, karma's not a bitch, she's a mirror. And, you know, this guy's said the wrong shit, and I've been busting my ass, and sometimes these things happen. And, nah, I beat the guy.
Well, you're a good man. Congratulations, sir. Enjoy your victory.
Everybody, go to thegoodfightgroup.com. We're raising money. Me, Justin, Ren, Manny Pacquiao. We're raising money to build housing in Uganda for the pygmy people. And also, there's a very special young man battling cancer from Louisiana in the audience named Payton Murphy. It's an honor to have you in the building, man. You're a real inspiration.
I like Poirier, man. I like Poirier. But yeah, after this injury and all that, Conor should retire. I think it's safe to say Conor's done.
Dinner is ready.
And there you go. Fight's over, and I've just been called to go eat. But this was a fun little live stream tonight, guys. So we're going to call it a wrap here, man. Conor McGregor loses again. This time he broke his ankle on a nasty broken ankle, shin, whatever you want to call it. Hit that like button, guys. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Well, let me hear what Conor has to say first, and then I'm going to head out. Let's hear what Conor's got to say.
Usual show you it to close the distance. This is not over. If we have to take this, I'm sorry for him at all. I'm sorry. We don't give a bother. He said that he believes that one of the kicks that he checked is what broke your leg. There was no check. There was not one of them I checked. Your wife is in his DMs. Hey,
Conor said his wife's in his DMs.
You're looking big, you little hoe.
Oh, he called his wife a hoe. Conor be doing the most, bro.
You missed with a punch and step back. Tell us what you felt. Tell us what you thought was going on.
Just the thing had separated and we played and landed on the one leg like Anderson's over that one. Something similar to that. It's a fucking mad out business.
I don't know. Nothing he just said right there.
Listen, it was a wild fight for as long as it lasted. I'm sure you'll be back, and I'm sure you're going to watch Dustin again, and I'm sure he'll oblige you. Yeah.
All right, guys, man. I'll holler at you guys later, man. Shout out to Conor. He's called his wife a hoe. See y'all again, man. Your boy POLK out. We out here, baby.
50% off